game ready, steady aim at the target. I'm flooding the market, a break from the garbage. An artist, sensitive about mind pardon. No margin for error, flawless be rarer. The black cat goddess, you walking with a panther. Painting these pictures with words like some...
Hey, it's your girl Mannnnn, aka Trap, and welcome to the official Salt in the Game album review for Lord Eto's Rocamerikkka 2. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and let's get it. Now, you guys already know how I felt about Rocamerikkka when it dropped out. Put it in my top 5 albums of 2019. Now, that's pressure. You hear me? Eto, I respect him so much. He's been out here doing his thing. He dropped The Circle. He dropped The Beauty of It. He dropped Eto Brigante, as well as producing a numerous tracks along the way. He also has one of the best verses for 2020 on Ransom's Director's Cut 2 Inglorious Bastards. Y'all better check yourselves when it comes down to Eto. You feel me? I put my fists up. These are energy they got. When it comes down to Lord, he is running a 12 for 12 for 2020, dropping some fire along the way. You feel me? Pray for Evil 1 and 2, Loyalty and Trust 2, Lucky 13, Hand Me My Flowers, Alter Ego, Felicio Delgado, and I keep telling you, only a real fan would be able to say that hard. You heard? As well as the People's Champ with Pete Rock, and just so much work. Hard verse on Frank Murphy off of Who Made the Sunshine. Just out here working, and I respect it so much. Before I even go another further, I have to shout out Capitan, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I don't know if it's Capitan. Capitan, my guy, salute to you, because he is single-handedly changing the artwork for album covers in the underground. He has solidified like 3 or 4 styles that y'all have grown to associate with y'all top artists out here, and you know, I have to give him his respect right here, right now. This Rocamerikkka album also has a billboard in Times Square. That is a big deal, so salute to you, hats off to you. Because, like, dog, without you, without the visuals that come across with album artwork, you know what I mean? Some people not even interested in it. That's a whole draw in. If you do want to know his work, he is the one who created all these third eye things. That's just one of his styles. And out of all the third eye effects, so you see mine coming out, my favorite was off of Rocamerikkka. So there we go. If you really want some other basis in what he does, he also did the artwork for Sky Zoo's Milestones this year. Get your shit together over there. We working, dog. So salute to you. But man, so excited. Like, yo, you already know what happens when I hear the Lord. I have to pull my timbs, like, laces so tight. I get my rustiest box cutter. I rip my own Carhartt, you feel me, and I fit it on, and I get to fucking work. That's what you do when you listen to Lord. But let's get into this album review. Oh, it gives me so much energy. I love it. The intro on here, let me tell you something. Like, yo, your first words off of this is, I be shitting with the door open, sitting with your broad smoking. Now, I got an infatuation with, first of all, that's crazy to start off the track. But when people, let's keep it real, when niggas call bitches broads, I respect that too. But like, come to find out, it's a difference between the two, but we'll get into that another day, another time. Eto on this, though, he makes a very valid point. He says, and I ain't win a trophy yet, no regrets. They know we next if I can only rest. So he's telling you he's been working out here. He's not getting the highlight and the respect that he feels he deserves, and he definitely deserves it. Just like, you know, us over here on my side, we got the utmost respect for you, and we definitely giving out trophies at the end of the year because you out here working. Definitely appreciate it. On the next track, Real Pressure, it's a different sound of production. This is one of my favorite production-wise tracks on this album. Very, very dope track, just all in all. The third track on here called Triangle Offense featuring Willie the Kid. Willie the Kid is just coming off of his Capital Gains album. I do want to say too, because I've been around a while, when I see Triangle Offense, I do not think of basketball. I don't think of Lakers, none of that. I think of 2000s mixtapes, Fab, Joe Budden, Paul Kane, Ransom, Stack Bundles, Hitchcock, the whole Desert Storm movement over there. And I do want to take out the time that I think that we have to like keep these type of things alive when it comes to it, because everybody plays into G-Unit and Dipset in that early 2000 range and stuff like that, when there was so much going on at that time. You can't tell me they was not just in the running of all of this. So when I see something like the Triangle Offense, I really you feel me, it take me to a place where some of the most like dopest, like hardest mixtapes was coming out from just a couple, like a handful of people that was not associated with Dipset or G-Unit. So let's give the props where they do, like always. Flea Lord on here, grimy beats make you feel like 93. Grimy ass rhymes is all that he gives me all day, and I love it. He makes a reference to Lucky 13 on here. He says, I do my crusty, dirty, clean. Like I do my dirty business clean, and I respect that because that's how I move out here. Eto real laid back on here, but real menacing. You feel me? That's how he comes across on the whole album. Actually, you feel me? He just a real laid back vibe, but you know he means what he says. Like he definitely a back up what he said any given time. Willie the Kid on here. You feel me? I always say he has an unorthodox flow. But he makes a good point on here. How the fuck you a boss with two bosses and a manager? And that was one of the standout bars to me on here. Like, dog, you really giving it to them real hard on that. But salute to Willie Kid on that track there. The next track on here is called Respect Is Everything, featuring the baritone Lord himself, Lord Baritone G4 Jag. Salute to you, Jag. Thank you so much for your support along the way and all of this. Shit happens, bodies and kidnappings. If the ops only spoke pig Latin, I thought that shit was really dope. G4 Jag on this, he does a real hard BBS, VVS, CVS flip on here that I refuse to repeat and mess up this man's rhymes today on here. He also calls himself the Prime Minister for niggas really struggling, and I feel him on that. You feel me? If we don't have a leader in the struggle, what are we fucking doing? And I get it. Flea Lord on here, talking to you on this track. I got LPs with legends, you feel me? So he's out here, he's telling you exactly what's going on, and just, giving himself the self-accolades that he deserves on this track. The next track on here, Well Done. Again, it's one of my favorite production tracks on here. Flea Lord, he starts rapping before the beat drops, which made it real interesting to me. Eto takes that same effect, but they're like both talking about beef, and it's crazy because like Flea Lord is like real, like he goes through Instagram beefs often. You could tell from this track or whatever have you. And Eto, he's taking you through, just his version of beef and what he would be doing in beefs and stuff like that. I really did appreciate that. Next track on here is called Skip the Hassle. Dog, the only real nigga gonna understand skipping the hassle, to be honest with you. And Eto spit some real shit on here. My homie owe me because I won't get my bail back. And like a lot of people don't understand that type of shit because a lot of niggas don't have enough money to bail their nigga out. But if you have to bail one of your niggas out, you're not getting that money back, dog. Only a few of the elite, they do it. But guess what? You got a rider with you for life once you do shit like that. Just putting it out there. Flea Lord on this track, just saying, he's 12 for 12, not hoods. Nervous, again, just, playing into his accolades for the year, acting like you don't see it, but you watching me. And I definitely feel him on that too, because he should be watched, like, for real. Like, It's just really, really dope. Like, yo, I got turned on to these guys here, and it's just crazy the level of bars and just like the realness that's behind it. That's why I grin every time I see it, because like I'm one of those like nervous giggle niggas. Like I'll sit there and be laughing and smiling and shit and fuck you up real fast in that same respect. So just know that. The next track on here is called Brigante and Delgado. Again, that's playing into Eto Brigante's EP that just dropped, and Alter Ego Felicia Delgado. Brigante and Delgado, Loaded in the Hollows, dope. I like Flea Lord on here because he says $1 million vocal range, killer with a soldier's aim. Y'all be spitting that Novocaine, like y'all be spitting that dull shit, that numb shit, that shit that ain't, you know what I mean? It ain't popping, it ain't hot, and I respect him on that. You know, it's crazy too because him saying that he has $1 million vocal range made me appreciate some of the other projects that he put out this year that I might not have been all that receptive to. I tell you, when I really, really enjoy artists, I'm the most critical of them. You know, who am I? But I'm a consumer. It's my place to be like that too. But him saying that made me think about other times throughout the year where I was like, what's going on here? And I get it. And I'll explain that to you because, please, Lord, at the end of the year, I got something really, really dope I'm trying to do for all of you and all this work that you've been putting out here. So hopefully, you know what I mean, it come across the right way. Eto on this track, you'll be surprised. You'd be surprised how they move for peanuts. Let them live. All they want to do is re-up. It's crazy because that's exactly the effect that be going on in the streets. So, you know, just really, really hard-hitting. Again, that's one of my favorite beats on here production-wise. Like, the beats on here is very different from Rocamerikkka, and I like that. You know, at the same time, nobody wants to hear that same thing going on. This has its own cinematic thing going on with Rocamerikkka. I don't want to say that. I want to say the sound on the original Rocamerikkka was just like real solid. It wasn't like cinematic thing, but just a real solid thing going on here. And I may be wrong, but I know I'm right? I think that all the movie clips in here is from The Irishman or whatever have you. So it kind of gives you that type of feel going on here, but it's different production from Rocamerikkka, which I did appreciate that as well, too. Next track on here called Free the Real, featuring Jay Black. We seen him on The Beauty of It. We seen him on the 1,000 Words project with 38. Couple other things here and there. He says on here, money ain't the root of all evil, just the lack of it is. Which, you know what I mean, you ain't never lie when you say that. Track 9 on here, Hoodie Season. Again, just hard hitting, spitting, letting you know that they are in the trenches, they are putting in their work, they're doing what they gotta do. And the outro on here, the beat on the outro on here is crazy as well. So all in all, I definitely appreciated this project. You know, salute to all parties involved in making this album right here, really, really dope. But I gotta get out of here as always, you feel me? Because like I said, I got all this energy, I gotta burn it out, I gotta go get this bread today off of Rocamerikkka too. I'm Madam Money. You can follow me on Twitter and IG at Madam Money Says. That's MADAMMONEYSAYS. You feel me? Hit me up. Let me know what's your favorite tracks on this album. And like, I'm still trying to put Flea Lord's discography into proper effects for the end of the year. So why don't y'all help me out there? Let me know your favorite projects from Flea Lord this year, and let me know what is your favorite beat off of this album what Eto did on here. All right, peace.
I keep that heat that'll light your soul up. Talking about Kundalini, just to glow up.